Mày tắc tố cao vô, nằm lùi nha dùng bay lào lào, nằm mà gối bèo, dù anh gối xe, mà cái gối mày khế tôi dạo.
A dangerous and rapidly evolving flood situation is unfolding in southwestern China, where extreme rainfall has prompted authorities to issue the highest level rainstorm warning in parts of Guizhou Province. On June 21st, Liping County, located in the Qiandongnan, Miao, and Dong Autonomous Prefecture, was placed under a red rainstorm warning after an intense period of rainfall drenched the region. Local monitoring stations recorded an astonishing 199.6 millimeters of rain within just 6 hours, while some rivers surged by more than 5 meters in only 2 hours. The dramatic rise in water levels has heightened fears of flash flooding, river overflows, landslides, and other weather-related disasters across the county. According to the Liping County Meteorological Station, the warning was upgraded to red at 5:21 a.m. local time on June 21st. Forecasters warned that rainfall totals in several townships, including Shuiko, Long'e, Diping, and Leidong, could exceed 150 millimeters within a 3-hour period. The warning represents the highest level in China's meteorological alert system and indicates an extremely serious threat to public safety and infrastructure. The heavy rainfall has fallen across a region known for its rugged, mountainous terrain and karst landscapes. These geographical features make Liping County particularly vulnerable during severe weather events. When intense rain strikes steep slopes and narrow river valleys, water can accumulate and move downstream with remarkable speed. As a result, rivers and streams can swell rapidly, often leaving little time for residents and emergency responders to react. Hydrological monitoring has already confirmed the severity of the situation. Officials reported that some river levels increased by more than 5 meters in just 2 hours, an extraordinary rise that significantly increases the risk of flash floods and sudden inundation of low-lying areas. As conditions worsened, authorities across the wider Qiandongnan region moved to strengthen emergency preparedness measures. At 11 a.m. on June 21st, flood control authorities elevated the regional emergency response to level 3, signaling a heightened state of readiness and mobilization. Meanwhile, neighboring Kongjiang County also began implementing emergency measures as water levels continued to rise. At approximately 11:30 a.m., local authorities activated an urban flood defense level 4 emergency response and ordered evacuations for residents living in designated flood-prone zones, known as flood areas number 1 and number 2. The evacuation order highlights growing concerns that additional rainfall could rapidly worsen flooding conditions throughout the region. Officials have urged residents to remain vigilant, closely monitor weather updates, and follow all emergency instructions issued by local authorities. The risks extend beyond flooding alone. The current weather system is creating conditions favorable for landslides, debris flows, and slope failures in mountainous communities. Saturated soil can quickly become unstable, especially after prolonged periods of heavy rain. Transportation routes may also be affected as roads become submerged, damaged, or blocked by falling rocks and mudslides. Urban areas face a separate threat from waterlogging, where drainage systems struggle to cope with intense rainfall rates, leading to flooded streets, disrupted traffic, and potential impacts on homes and businesses.
驶进的不要乱闯啦，特别是有下水道坑的地方，千万不要乱走。看到没有？全是漂浮，全是漂浮，还新的轮胎被冲下来了。哇！
As As of the evening of June 21st, the Red Rainstorm Warning remains in effect. While widespread damage assessments are still underway and official reports continue to emerge, authorities emphasize that the situation remains highly dynamic. At this stage, no casualties have been officially reported from Liping County. However, emergency management teams continue to monitor river systems, rainfall totals, and vulnerable communities around the clock. Disaster prevention protocols have been activated, and hydrological monitoring stations remain under close observation as officials track changing conditions in real time. Forecasters warn that the threat is not yet over. Additional rounds of heavy rainfall are expected to affect parts of eastern and southern Guizhou over the coming hours and days. This raises the possibility of further river rises, renewed flooding, and an increased likelihood of secondary disasters such as landslides and debris flows. For residents living near rivers, streams, steep slopes, and other high-risk areas, authorities stress the importance of staying informed and being prepared to evacuate if conditions deteriorate.
你最好不要动，不要动。你们买保险的不要怕，就算踩进水了，有保险公司赔。最好不要乱动，这缸不要，最好不要乱动。你这样开出来也开不出来，那边水大人把那些弄完。
Extreme weather events like this serve as a reminder of how quickly natural hazards can develop, especially in mountainous regions where terrain can amplify the impacts of intense rainfall. Emergency responders, meteorologists, and local officials continue working together to safeguard communities as they confront this severe weather emergency. We will continue monitoring developments in Liping County and across Guizhou Province as more information becomes available. For those in affected areas, please follow official guidance, prioritize your safety, and remain alert to changing conditions. Thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay prepared, and stay safe.